aspects, all callers on the show do not necessarily reflect those of the staff or management of the Voice. The content broadcast of the show is meant for informational and entertainment only.
जब हमारे परिवार के बुजुर्गों की सेहत और देखभाल की बात होती है तो घर पर इन होम केयर वाला ऑप्शन सबसे बढ़िया है। ऑनलॉक का पेस प्रोग्राम एक ऐसा कन्वीनियंट एंड पर्सनलाइज्ड ऑप्शन है जिसके जरिए हमारे बुजुर्ग घर पर हमारे साथ रहकर यही देखभाल और सेवा का लाभ उठा सकते हैं। अब चाहे वो घर पर रहे या ऑनलॉक वाले पेस सेंटर में आए, उनको वही डेडिकेटेड एंड प्रोफेशनल केयर मिलेगी। ऑनलॉक ने बुजुर्गों की सेहत को अपना प्रायोरिटी बना लिया है। और जानने के लिए 1855-308-0195 पे कॉल करें। That's 1855-308-0195. After months of screen time and no play dates, the Children's Discovery Museum is open for Purple Play Days of Summer. It's time to rediscover the wonder. Climb on the fire engine, splash around in the waterworks, blow bubbles, and scale the tree climber in Bill's backyard. Oodles of hands-on arts and culture, STEM, health, and nature-themed exhibits await your family. The Giant Purple Museum is open every day, Wednesday through Sunday. Reservations are required at cdm.org. That's cdm.org.
Top of the morning, Bay, with Good Morning Bay.
Get to know about the traffic on your way and what's news around the world today.
Some wisdom skills along the way.
Oh, and a song to hum along with and sway.
Get your perfect entertaining start to the day.
At 9 a.m. every weekday morning with
Mahima's Good Morning
Bay.
Good morning, Bay. आप सभी लोग हमारी तरफ से एक प्यार भरा नमस्ते,
Namaskar.
वनकम,
Namaskara.
खुशामदीद,
Assalamualaikum.
सत श्री अकाल,
एक अंदरिकी वंदनमु.
जय स्वामी नारायण,
जय श्री कृष्ण.
जय जिनेंद्र।
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोल दे या अली मदद.
मोर अली मदद बोलते हुए सारे फीजी मदर बोलेंगे नीसा बोला बनुजान। हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारा। मैं जवालतू बाबा
And of course, myself, Faltu Rani, लेकर आपके लिए एक और drive time that's going to make it totally exciting and hopefully totally mastani bandajani.
खुदा बनुजान, tidbits about the news, what's happening around the world, and around the world, nahi, around the nation for the matter, US, and of course around what's happening around us locally, Banujans, what we're going to share with you guys on air and also online on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Radio D-Hotties. We're also live on our YouTube. Check it out, youtube.com/Radio D-Hotties, Banujan. And yes, download the app and listen to us anywhere and everywhere. Just want to give a shout out to people who actually already downloaded the app and listen to us right now. Thank you so much for that. Sundarega, we got to come to your updates right now. Quick look at what's happening in the roads over here in the Bay Area. And again, yes, Belgian, we're the first people to actually break the walls of the studio and come out in the open and do a portable studio for you guys, Belgian. We are the people who actually broke even that and actually came into a different kind of atmosphere where you could access our radio anywhere in the world, Belgian, by actually starting the first app over here in the Bay Area, Belgian, which had a radio app for everybody, Belgian. And we're the first people to actually even bring the radio concert to video.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're the first people to bring the live video for you guys, which you can catch on facebook.com/Radio D-Hotties for sure, Balajan. Yes, recorded also available on demand for you guys to go check it out on YouTube. Which again, the channel is Radio D-Hotties. And of course, Banjan, right now it's time for us to go take a look at what's happening with the road. Raste ka haal. Aapko hum log dete hain total sustenance.
It's time for the Bandu Traffic Update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
Yeah, but it just seems like a lot of things happening on the roads. An accident on 880, a collision actually, Banjan, on 680, I'm sorry. Southbound north of Mission Boulevard is blocking traffic over there. The backlog is pretty much, all the way until, oh wow, it's quite a big backlog all the way until 238, Banjan. So it's a huge backlog. Southbound 680. If you're coming back from there towards workplace over here, you can actually call in and say you are going to be delayed. Traffic has its report on 280 northbound north of Millbrae Avenue as well. The left lane is affected there, but don't see much of a backlog of traffic, so it's okay. But an accident injuries on 1 southbound north of Lindemar Boulevard in Pacifica. As you guys know, it is a very dangerous path, and actually speaking, there's pretty much a huge congestion in that region. You probably might want to watch out for this. This is at the Lindemar Road, and CHP is on the scene trying to clear the particular congestion there. So just hang in there, Banjan. Let's come down south. The two incidents talk about on 101 actually. This is on northbound 101 south of Story Road. There's an accident over there, and very close by to that, Banjan, in the intersection of 280 and 101, there's a traffic hazard being reported there. And second lane from the left is affected because it's I think the debris is something on the second lane over there. So watch out for that, Banjan. And I just spoke to you about what's happening in the Fremont side. Now let's see. Cupertino report of an accident on 280 northbound exiting at North De Anza Boulevard. Oh my God, a lot of things happening with that, Banjan. And of course, a severe traffic collision on 17 southbound at Hebbard Road in Los Gatos. It's, as you guys know, that's actually a one lane. The backlog is huge, almost 2 miles of backlog in that region, Banjan. So I don't know if people are actually going vacationing in that region or what, but that's the situation right now, Banjan. Weather-wise, it's a beautiful weather outside. It's not too hot, not too cold. We're gonna go maximum around 83. Might feel cold like around because around 55 degrees, Banjan. That's the lowest we're gonna go to. No clouds in sight, so it's a beautiful day nevertheless. So we're probably taking a deep breath. Go for a walk outside if you want it with your buddies. Some of you actually are not expected to be back in the office until September. So enjoy that. And people who have not got vaccinated, do some more research and see if you need to do it. Get it done. It's more important. We'll talk about all those things, Banja, coming right up in our news updates. Right, Faltwani?
Absolutely, Alta Baba.
And right now, just time for us to go and take a look at what's happening with the news, with headlines. Faltwani, the local headlines for us.
All right, local headlines coming your way. From the Silicon Valley, Banajan, these are the headlines from across the Bay Area in California and across the state of California. Fire-friendly weather is going to be returning to Northern California. Cats and dogs are the top list of COVID-19 infected animals in the United States. Rising concern over lead in the exhaust of small aircraft spurs new calls to close the Reed Hillview Airport. 2 Good Samaritans were injured in a robbery-turned-shooting in Oakland's Chinatown. A San Francisco Muni is going to be providing free rides to youth starting on Sunday. And finally, from the state of California, thousands of California State University students, that's CSU students, and staff are uploading vaccination proof for fall classes.
Are you going to go to the news with detail about this? Alright, but this is the news in detail for you guys. If you want to catch up about the news we share with you guys on air, it's pretty simple. Just go to the website mediamahima.com. You can find the information there for sure. Let's go take a look at what's the news. Faltwani, go ahead.
Thick smoke that held down winds and temperatures began to clear on Sunday from the scenic forest lands of Northern California as firefighters battling the single largest wildfire in state history braced for a return of fire-friendly weather. The winds weren't expected to reach ferocious speeds that helped the Dixie Fire explode in size last week, but they were nonetheless concerning for firefighters working in unprecedented conditions to protect thousands of threatened homes. The live trees that are out there now have a lower fuel moisture than you would find when you go to a hardware store or a lumber yard and get that piece of lumber that's kiln dried. Mark Brunton, Operations Section Chief of the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection, said in an online briefing on Sunday morning, "It's that dry, so it doesn't take that much for any sort of embers, sparks, or small flaming front to get that going." Fueled by strong winds and bone-dry vegetation, the fire incinerated much of Greenville on Wednesday and Thursday, destroying 370 homes and structures and threatening nearly 14,000 buildings in the northern Sierra Nevada. If you're sick with COVID-19, Banajan, and your pet becomes sick, do not take your pet to the veterinary clinic yourself once the U.S. Department of Agriculture, which is in charge of tracking and reporting COVID-19 in animals across the country. The agency's advice: call your veterinarian and let them know that you have been sick with COVID-19. Through mid-July, USDA data shows that cats and dogs accounted for nearly 80% of animal infections in the United States, 182 out of a total of 217 cases. The total excludes minks who have suffered thousands of deaths from COVID-19 at mink farms across the country. The chart below, which is actually a chart that we can share with you on our mediamahima.com, actually shows that 17 mink premises have had COVID-19 outbreaks during the pandemic. Aside from house pets, USDA's Animal Health Program has found the SARS-CoV-2 virus even in several types of big cats, otters, and non-human primates. In the US and worldwide, the animal species hit hard by the pandemic is the mink. Rising concerns over the lead exposure in the exhaust of small aircrafts is now spurring new calls to close the Reed Hillview Airport in San Jose, saying that the health and the future of children in nearby neighborhoods is at risk. Activists and educators called for the closure of this particular airport in East San Jose as they canvassed the area on Saturday. They plan to continue speaking out during at least 3 more county meetings and hearings set over the next 10 days. Reed Hillview Airport serves small private planes which produce a far more lead pollution than larger commercial aircrafts and is much closer to homes than most other airports. The county already has begun taking steps to close the airport in 2031, the soonest date allowed under the terms of the airport's current grants from the Federal Aviation Administration. The police are investigating a robbery turned shooting that left 2 Good Samaritans injured in Oakland's Chinatown Saturday afternoon. The entire attack was caught on a surveillance camera. This recent attack happened as calls grow louder for more to be done to stop the violence in Asian neighborhoods. In the video, 2 men in hoodies appear to be trying to rob a woman. 2 other men then jump in to help her. There's a struggle and then a gunshot. In the video, it showed one of the men who tried to help fall to the floor, while the other kept trying to hang on to one of the attackers and appeared to be hit in the head with a weapon. People are very angry about what they're saying and what they're seeing, actually, says Charles Chan of the Oakland Chinatown Chamber of Commerce. There's been an increase in the number of hate crimes against Asian Americans, and this is what they're referring to. For those of you traveling to San Francisco, well, the year-long program Free Muni for the Youth will kick off Sunday to provide free bus and tram transportation for youth under 18. This coincides with the first day of in-person learning on Monday for San Francisco Unified School District students. The city also implemented free Muni services for lower-income youth from 5 to 18 years old and students in special education and English learner programs until age 22. Mayor London Breed allocated $2 million in the recent budget to expand the project to over 100,000 students in the city. Fair instructors will not ask for proof of payment for youth who appear to qualify, but those over the age of 16 are encouraged to bring a student ID. In the meanwhile, across some California State University campuses, tens of thousands of students and staff have already submitted proof that they are vaccinated against the coronavirus. System-wide, the deadline to submit proof is September 30th, but with fall classes resuming as early as next week at some universities, with many more courses offered in person compared to last fall, some CSUs have earlier deadlines. Some campuses have set their own deadlines and requirements, so CSU staff and students should check with their campuses. Students and staff who cannot meet these deadlines or receive exemptions face weekly tests, or if they refuse testing, students could be removed or dropped from residential halls and also in-person classes, apparently. So those were the news in detail from across the Bay Area and the state of California. Banajan, Aldo Baba, do you want to give us a Gane Ka Kida before we go into
Why not? We'll have a quick Gane Kida for you guys, Banajan, asking you guys to make sure you know all this is going on. Yeah, COVID is going on. You're supposed to come back, and all the fear is there in people's mind is, oh, because schools are going to open up, we don't have vaccinations and all the stuff. We'll get some information on that, Banajan, for sure. Don't worry. बीच में हो सके तो थोड़ा बहुत हमारा शो सुन लेना. मतलब अपने लाइफ में शुगर लगाना ना भूलिएगा Banajan. And of course यही कहते हुए Raghu Dixit is going back to this particular song Banajan from the movie Chef Saif Ali Khan का ये गाना है. And of course you know what, Saif Ali Khan का आज ये birth month है Banajan. If you missed out on all those things, who are the people who actually born in the month of August? Geet Gachal, Bak Bak Bandhus actually are doing something very special where they actually are showcasing all the birthdays of people, celebrating every birthday of August on a particular weekend Banajan. It's a wonderful initiative. Go check it out for sure on our YouTube channel Geet Gata Chal. You can check it out, or you read the Hodis and you can look up the Geet Gachal special Banajan. अभी के लिए गाना सुनिएगा wonderful song Sugar लगा ले. किसने जाना के कल कहाँ ढूंढे है जग सारा चाबी बगल में है ताला खुलेगा खुद यहाँ मेरी सुनने का तो अगले शनिचर That's right Banajan, हमारे सुनेंगे तो अगले शनिचर को पार लगेगी सबकी नैया Banajan. Why शनिचर I don't know. शनिचर is a good day I suppose. And again we have a good day on शनिचर. You know why Faltrani? Shanichar is when you go do a My Pack event with Pragnya Banducha.
That is absolutely right Banducha.
लेकिन अभी के लिए Banajan, let's go quickly take a look at what's happening with the news around the world. Faltrani, I think you know what Banajan, I'll tell you what. If you want to catch up on the news we share with you guys on air, and if you feel oh my God, Faltrani just came on, I'm not able to share the news. Do not worry, do not fret. We actually have all the headlines for you guys available to go read up on our news blog, MediaMahima.com. That's right. You got it right. It is MediaMahima.com. And abhi ke liye Banajan, a quick look at that. Oh, welcome. First of all, let me just welcome everybody on Facebook. Ruturaj Deshmukh ji, namaste. I don't know where logging in from, but thank you so much for logging in, and very good morning to you. Vibhaji, good morning to you as well. Deepak ji, namaste. And of course, the entire Pandya family ke liye hamari taraf se a very good morning. And yes, you can actually converse with us on air. You can send us a message on air also. It is very simple. Go to, we actually are working on this model, Faltani, where people can actually call in on a video call with us.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's possible.
Wow.
We can make it possible. Of course, Pranab Panda ji, aapke liye bhi very, very happy morning to you. And yes, you can actually do video calls into us. How we go about doing that? ये सब कुछ आएगा लेकिन उससे पहले आपके लिए हमारी फाल्तरानी न्यूज़ लेके आइए वर्ल्ड वाला, right फाल्तरानी?
नहीं, from across the United States.
What? That's what we shared a few minutes ago,
No,
right?
that was California. You said local news, Alto Baba.
Oh my God! But Jan, I'm sorry, but why don't you club this Faltani? Because we actually have this. We got to get even the world and United States together.
Yes.
Why only United States? My goodness, so segregation.
Okay, but Jan, since we have so little time and so much to share, let's just get right into it. This is the news from across the United States. First, a raging wildfire in Northern California, now the second largest recorded in state history, has expanded to 500,000 acres late on Sunday and has left 3 firefighters injured. The Dixie Fire, burning northeast of San Francisco, had grown to 489,287 acres from about 274,000 acres in the middle of last week, Panajan, the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection said on Twitter. This blaze has been active over 26 days and is 21% contained, and the department said that the burned area is almost about the size of Cancun in Mexico.
Wow.
And larger than the city of Houston in Texas.
So we have so much of land is what is showing off with us?
That's what they're saying. Not so much of land. So much of land has been burnt off, is what they're saying.
So in other words, people from Cancun can actually come and stay here.
Yes.
They could actually.
Alto Baba.
Well, I'm just
that
trying to
is
say.
not the point.
I'm just trying to make a point over here because for immigration, Fatwani.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Alto Baba. A former aide who filed a criminal complaint against New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo last week, alleging that he had groped her, appeared in a television interview on Monday, speaking out publicly for the very first time. Brittany Comiso reported Cuomo to the Albany County Sheriff's Office last week, days after an investigation by the state's Attorney General's office, when they found that she was among the 11 women that the governor had allegedly sexually harassed. The Democratic governor has denied any wrongdoing, even as calls for him to resign have grown, including from prominent fellow Democrats such as President Joe Biden. Speaking of that, Banajan, his chief of staff, I think, actually resigned also, right?
Yeah.
His top aide, in fact, has resigned amidst these allegations of sexual overtures by this governor. A senior aide to him resigned, and her name is Melissa DeRosa, a secretary to the governor, and she was linked in the report to efforts to cover up the governor's actions and retaliate against one of his accusers. Her name was mentioned 187 times in the 168-page report that was released on Tuesday. Personally, the past 2 years have been emotionally and mentally trying. I am forever grateful for the opportunity to have worked with such talented colleagues on behalf of our state, she said in a statement. The report that Cuomo groped, kissed, or made suggestive comments to 11 women in violation of the law, prompting local prosecutors to launch a criminal investigation and reigniting calls for him to resign or be impeached. Cuomo has thus far resisted widespread calls for him to step down, including from President Joe Biden, but he could soon face impeachment and removal from office by his fellow state lawmakers. Speaking of sexual predators, Bandajan, Jeffrey Epstein Victims Fund has awarded $125 million as the claims process ends to about 150 eligible claimants. In a statement, the Epstein's Victims Compensation Fund said 92% of the eligible claimants accepted their compensation offers and have received more than $121 million. The fund received about 225 claims, more than double the 100 that it expected. It turned away about 75 claimants, though they can still pursue claims against Epstein's estate. Jordana Feldman, the fund's administrator, said in a statement that every claimant had an opportunity to be heard in a safe space to share the intimate, personal, and often harrowing accounts of what they endured and how it has affected them. In other sexual predator news from across the United States, it's really sad that these kinds of stories are coming out, Jen, and that these people are actually indulging in these kind of activities. Rapper R. Kelly will be in a Brooklyn court on Monday as jury selection begins in his sex trafficking trial, where a conviction could result in decades in prison for the Grammy Award-winning R&B singer. Federal prosecutors charged 54-year-old Kelly with leading an entourage of managers, bodyguards, and others to recruit women and girls for him to have sex with and abuse, and to produce pornography, including child pornography. He has pleaded not guilty to a 9-count indictment that includes accusations of racketeering, extortion, and demanding absolute commitment from the victims, isolating them from friends and family, and requiring that they call him daddy. The trial before the U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly begins on August 18th and may last several weeks. The United States Senate Democrats unveiled the details of the $3.5 trillion follow-up bill. They aim to push through this particular bill after passing the bipartisan $1 trillion infrastructure bill. The first details of the larger bill, a key goal for progressive Democrats, showed that it will provide tax incentives for clean manufacturing, make community college free for 2 years and provide a pathway to citizenship for millions of immigrant workers. The first bill, which sits atop Democratic President Joe Biden's domestic agenda and includes $550 billion in new spending on roads, bridges, and internet access, cleared an important procedural hurdle late on Sunday when the Senate voted 69 to 28 in support of the provisions contained in the 2,702-page plan. The Senate also voted 68 to 29 to limit further debate to a maximum of 30 hours, setting up a potential vote on passage early on Tuesday on the package, the result of months of bipartisan negotiations. The massive spending bill is popular among many lawmakers in both parties because of the federal dollars that it would deliver to their respective home states. Polls also show that Americans at large are highly in support of it. But the moment of bipartisanship that produced it was likely to be fleeting as Democrats prepare to turn their attention next to the larger bill, which they aim to pass over Republican objections using a parliamentary maneuver called budget reconciliation. More on that as and when that story unfolds right here on Good Morning Bay. You're listening to the news headlines today, Banujan, and news in detail from across the United States and across the world. And this you can listen to every single day on Radio Day Hotties on iOS and Android. And in news from across the world, Banujan, let us tell you that the United Nations is sounding a deafening warning on climate change. They're saying human activities are unequivocally causing climate change. The world is likely to hit 1.5 degrees centigrade warming limit within 20 years. And they're saying, in fact, that the heat wave that was expected once in every 50 years is now happening every decade. So it's that fast, and in fact, because of that, there is a prediction. In fact, in India also, the news has come out that because of the fact that of global warming, in South India is going to see a lot more rain as the planet begins to heat up. The current global warming trends overall are likely to lead to an increase in annual mean precipitation over India, with more severe rains expected over southern India in the coming decade, says the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change's sixth assessment report, which was made public on Monday. The planet was irrevocably headed towards this 1.5 degrees Celsius warming over pre-industrial times in the next 2 decades, according to the most updated scientific consensus from the IPCC. Keeping global warming below 2 degrees Celsius of pre-industrial levels by the turn of the century and endeavoring to limit to 1.5 degrees Celsius was at the heart of the 2015 Paris Climate Agreement, if you guys remember, which our wonderful number, was he 45, Altobaba?
45, yes.
Yeah, had pulled out of, and since then our planet has heated up 1.5 degrees Celsius more. Also, in other world news, Banujan, the Taliban have captured the 6th Afghan provincial capital as US troops have withdrawn. The Taliban militants captured the 6th provincial Afghan capital, a lawmaker said, after ousting Afghan security forces from border towns and trade routes as US-led foreign forces pull out. They're fighting to reimpose Islamic law after their 2001 ouster, and they have stepped up their campaign to defeat the government as foreign forces withdraw after 20 years of war. The United States and China are now trading barbs at the United Nations over the South China Sea. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken called out bullying in the South China Sea on Monday and warned the UN Security Council that a conflict would have serious global consequences for security and for commerce, sparking a strong rebuke from China. The South China Sea has become one of the many flashpoints in the testy relationships between China and the United States, with Washington rejecting what it calls unlawful territorial claims by Beijing in the resource-rich waters. And meanwhile, also, Banujan, what is happening is that Prime Minister Modi has outlined a 5-point maritime security framework. Basically, there's a debate going on at the United Nations Security Council. And who is joining Prime Minister Narendra Modi? Russian President Vladimir Putin. A week into India's United Nations Security Council month-long presidency, Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a debate on maritime security. The debate, titled Enhancing Maritime Security, a Case for International Cooperation, had several heads of state and government in attendance, including Russian President Vladimir Putin, President of Kenya Uhuru Kenyatta, DRC President Felix Tshisekedi, and of course Prime Minister of Vietnam Pham Minh Chinh. This Security Council adopted a presidential statement on maritime security, which reaffirmed that the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Seas establishes the legal framework for maritime activities. So it's sort of good news, but again, not very good news anyway. In the meanwhile, Bunajan, China has punished dozens of officials as the Delta outbreak spread in China. They have almost 900 symptomatic infections across the country in less than a month, a resurgence that complicates Beijing's strategy of keeping the virus out entirely, and officials are being punished for it. And finally, India is laying out the red carpet for Olympic heroes, and they were all felicitated in a grand ceremony by the government, with the first gold medal also. The gold medal winner in the javelin throw, Neeraj Chopra, who was the cynosure of all eyes in the ceremony at a 5-star hotel there, also receiving major state honors. So
wonderful. You know what, Neeraj,
Yeah,
right?
Neeraj
So can you
Chopra.
say Neeraj again?
Neeraj Chopra.
Say it again. Say it again.
Neeraj.
Neeraj, say it again.
Neeraj.
Say it fast.
Neeraj.
Say it multiple times. Neeraj. Huh.
Neeraj.
Rajni.
Abba, Altu Baba.
That's the meme circulating the world, Badajan ki. Neeraj ka. Agar if you say it fast, Rajni. Rajni.
Yes,
So that's why he won the gold medal, Badajan.
absolutely.
Nothing else. No other reason. Not because years of exercising and all workout which he did, building his skills. Not that. Just because his name was Neeraj.
Yes.
And you say multiple times becomes Rajni. That's what's running the internet nowadays.
Oh God.
Sad part. Yes, I know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, those were the headlines and the news in detail from across the world and also India. And if you want to catch up on all these stories, Bunajan, you can go to our YouTube channel, Radio De Hotties,
Yep.
which we will be rebranding very soon as Video De Hotties as well.
Are
And
we?
you can catch up.
I never knew that.
I
Okay.
thought you said that. You can actually follow us there, or you can go to our Facebook page if you're watching us on Facebook. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit like on our page if you haven't already, and then you can actually follow us every time and get notified every time we go live. Bunajan, Radio De Hotties on iOS and Android is free, and you can also ask your Tesla to play Radio De Hotties, or simply go to radiodehotties.com. That's all we have time for. We'll see you tonight live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show. Have yourselves a magnificent Monday and Sugar Lagale.